Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss Dane in real life. So this movie stars Steve Carrell as a widower who has a pretty good life. You know, he's raising his kids. He's got a great job as a newspaper columnist. His career is on a real upward trajectory. He could be getting syndication soon. Things seem to be going pretty well, except that, he's been unable to move on since his wife's death. It's been 4 years, but he's not even really given anybody new a chance, and his family's kind of pushing him and his kids are pushing him, but he's just kind of like really resistant to the idea. He goes to a huge family event, like a kind of like a family vacation with, all with his parents and his siblings, all of his extended family. And there, while he's there, he goes to a local bookstore and he meets a woman who like immediately captures his attention, and he's like, "Oh my god, I finally, finally found someone I can connect with." And as soon as he gets back to his, back to the family house, he discovers that the woman he met at the bookstore is his brother's new girlfriend. So they realize, obviously what's going on, but they don't tell the rest of the family. They just try to keep it a secret. But as time goes on, they kind of become more drawn to each other, and then they're like kind of get into a little bit of a feud over it. And then of course the family drama erupts at a bowling alley, and that's kind of the story here of Dan in real life. I really like this movie. It's schmaltzy for sure, but I appreciate this movie because I feel like it tells a really strong story. It gives Steve Carell a great chance to give like a dramatic performance, but still have like show some of his comedy elements to it as well. But this is not a Michael Scott type of character. This movie's pretty grounded. It has kind of a kind of a big storyline of this like having to keep this secret and stuff like that. But I think it's really grounded. The story makes sense. The emotional beats are earned. There's some really great moments in it, great performances too. Unfortunately, Dane Cook is in this, but aside from that, I thought the cast was pretty good. It is, like I said, it's a little bit schmaltzy, it's a little bit hokey, but these aren't typically the kind of movies that I really enjoy, but I really like this one. I just thought the writing was great, the performances were great, and it just felt real. It felt authentic. It felt like the emotional beats here were earned and actually like made sense. So I really like Dan in real life. I think it's a really solid movie. And if you're a fan of Steve Carell, I definitely recommend it. Just keep in mind this isn't that slapstick kind of Steve Carell. He still is able to get in a lot of like humor, but this is mostly like a showcase of his more like dramatic acting skills. Anyway, I'm rambling again. That's my review for Dan in real life. If you want to check out more, I got a full movie review playlist right here on YouTube. But until then, thanks for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.